saying no is so much harder than saying yes. Do you guys get that? Like, I swear a lot of you guys aren't understanding. It's fun to go like, I'm gonna do this year. It's fun to say that because you fucking picture and you play it forward in your head of getting all the results of the thing that the endeavor that you want to start. Saying no to some shit sucks. You don't get anything for it. The only thing you get is a newfound space to be able to actually do the shit that you want to do. But you don't get a fucking result. You don't get an immediate spark of, energy off of the idea of like a potential amount of space to fill something else in with. You go, I'm going to exercise. You're fucking projecting forward into the future and going, oh man, I'm going to be in shape. That's going to be amazing. Does that make sense? You're like, I'm going to start reading. I'm going to get all this knowledge. I'm going to like fix myself and like learn some more information. That shit all sounds fun. Sounds great. Because it's a fucking ad. You're getting more and more in. We live in a fucking time that is so goddamn overcomplicated with fucking nonsense and fluff that you need to get rid of a bunch of shit. You don't need to add anything. Most of you currently have so much shit clunking up your actual program that you don't have the time, energy, mental clarity, the ambition, the drive, the ability to commit, the ability to make a plan. You don't have any of that shit. You need to go through a fucking subtractive phase in your life. You need to start learning how to say no. You need to start learning how to put a boundary on some things and some people and say, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm not doing that. You guys need to start practicing that, saying no to anyone. Does that make sense? If you're saying yes to everything and you're saying yes to everyone and you're trying to make everyone happy, there's going to be one person that's not, and it's going to be fucking you, because you're going to be fucked off on all the shit that you want to do. Listen to this simple ass shit that I say. What's this thing you need to do first? You need to pick where you actually fucking want to go, right? Some of you can't even do that because you're so fucking confused and so bogged down by the nonsense way that you're living now, because you won't subtract any of that shit out of your fucking life, that you really don't have that good of a grip on what your own proclivities are. You guys don't even know. Like, what makes you happy? Oh, shit, I'm not sure. Not sure. What makes you happy? That's because you're not fucking going and applying things. You're not going and experiencing things open-mindedly. And again, that all comes back to the fact that you're all fucking clunked up. You're all blocked. So you need to go through a subtractive phase. What do you need to subtract? That's what everyone's been asking me. Like what? Like what? Like, what do I need to subtract? You already fucking know. I feel like I shouldn't even have to say these things because they're so goddamn obvious. And I would like people to come to the conclusion on their own. But here's a few. Eating terrible food. And especially eating terrible food because you just like want to feel some blip of dopamine off of it. Second one. Being fucking lethargic. Just sitting the fuck around and doing nothing. Netflix. Social media, screens. Oh my God. All of you need to get rid of most of that shit. Which I always say, I know it's hypocritical because I'm talking to you on one right now. But what I'm saying is I use YouTube. I listen to people that do this, that spit wisdoms and inspiration. You know what I don't do? I don't doom scroll. I don't have fucking TikTok. I don't have fucking Instagram on my phone. I don't take any of that shit with me to work. I do YouTube on my computer. I disseminate things on it on a schedule. And then I fucking only go to my phone and digital social media for things that are going to benefit me. I listen to Alex Hormozzi's podcast. I definitely do that. That shit helps. That's helping me learn how to fucking not make as many mistakes as I was about to make in business. So just understand. You're not at a starting point. You're at a stopping point. Especially if you're all bogged up and you haven't even done a fucking vision construction. That's a good litmus test for you right now. If I were to ask you, what would your dream life look like? And the answers don't immediately roll off of your tongue. You're at a stopping point, I promise. People that are at a starting point, they're like looking for nuance to tweak their schedule and get better and better at the things. But they've started a journey. If you're sitting around and going like, oh, I'm not not sure still yet. Well, you need to figure it the fuck out. What are you waiting for? I mean, Jesus Christ, like, how long are you going to wait to even start to figure out you? Just be lost in thought your entire life? Saying no is so much easier or harder than saying yes. It's so much harder. I'm still struggling with that right now. I got rid of a bunch of stuff in my life. Already got rid of a bunch of stuff in my life. But I still have some stuff left that I have to get rid of. I can't let go of certain things that are just things I really want to accomplish and pull off. And sometimes I have to remind myself that in order to do one of them at a time, I need to focus on that one thing, and I need to let some other things either go on the back burner or fade away completely. And it's hard. That's the other thing, like I just alluded to. Additive feels good. You add on some new stuff, and all these good habit things that I'm talking about, they're going to fucking bring some extra beneficial, positive emotional states to your actual life. Giving up stuff, it doesn't feel that way. It takes a while for it to feel that way. And again, it's so much more subtle. More than anything, you just gain back some time and some freedom and some clarity. But those things all take a while for you to even notice. So just understand that saying no is fucking tough. Nah, I don't go out to bars like that. Nope, I don't do that shit. I just don't. Like when people ask me like, hey, I'm gonna go out to like this place and like, it might be, I'm like, no, I don't do that, man. I just don't do that shit. I just don't. I don't worry about it. I don't scroll around on my phone all day long. I don't get bored and look down at my, like, let me pull up Instagram. I don't do that. Like I just told you, I don't even have it on my phone for a reason. I don't have any piece of social media on my phone. Because I know that any of those times I was going to do that, I should have been fucking turning my attention into something better. But when you have these habits built in, it doesn't feel great to let them go. It's going to be resistance in the beginning. Like, I kind of want to go do the thing. Kind of want to go be debaucherous with my homies and like drink some alcohol. Fuck that shit. You're trading away everything that you want for small, petty little fucking experiences that are all fucking bullshit. I promise you, I did them. I said just to some of my team earlier today, I said, you motherfuckers, I'm better than you at this shit. I was better than you at fucking hedonism too. I really was. I could still string together a job and have fucking money and still pull chicks, all that shit. I could still do all that. And I was fucking dying inside. So if you think you got some magic fucking spell figured out where you're just going to be the first guy that's going to live all for pleasure and no for purpose, but you're going to get to the end and not have a fuck ton of regrets and you're still going to feel fulfilled, you're a fucking dum-dum. That is not possible. I promise. There's levels to this shit. And if you're down here in the small fry zone, you have no clue how life could be. You have no clue how good life could be. You have no clue how fucking the you that has clarity would see things. The fucking shit that you'll think of. The wisdoms that will hit you. How you'll feel proud of yourself when fucking other people look up to you and want to follow in your footsteps. You don't even know what the fuck that feels like, a lot of you. So just understand there's levels to this shit. And most of you are at a point where you need to practice restraint first. You've been just drifting around and just saying yes to fucking every little dumb thing that comes along. Like, oh, sure. Yeah, totally. Oh, for sure. So you guys don't even understand how to say no to anything. You need to start practicing it now. It's hard. It's hard if you have that tendency to be a yes man. It's going to take you a little while. You have to start small, just like every other habit. Go, what's the one thing I can pick this year that I'm going to get rid of that's clunking me up? Maybe it's scrolling some shit, like I just said. Maybe it's being negative. Maybe it's negative self-talk. Beating up on yourself. Maybe it's eating poorly. Maybe it's drugs or drinking alcohol. If that's the one, man, you got to get rid of that now. I'm telling you. Don't wait. Don't wait so that you can get sober in 5 years and go, damn, I wish I had 5 years back. I know that's all I said. Like once I finally got that shit together. Once I finally let alcohol completely slip out of my life, I was like, oh my God, if I had done this 6 years ago when I had first started to say like, man, I don't think I want to do this shit anymore. If I had just made that dedication and that commitment, my life would look so much better. So just understand, you might be in a season of no before you get started. Work on that. Work on saying no. Saying no to people asking you for a favor even. I know that sounds crazy, but you know there's some people in your life that take advantage of you. Say, oh, that doesn't really work for me this time. I can get you next time, bro, but, right now I gotta fucking do this thing and my schedule's all packed up and I'm stretched thin as hell, man. Like, I can't do it. You are worth saying no to some people. That's your fucking God-given right. You have the right to pick and choose where you allocate your time. So just understand that. It's very important. Your time is everything. Say no to the things that are draining all your time and energy. Those are the things that are stealing that time and energy away from the endeavors that would make you the you that you want to be, and that's very important.